Let's start this week off right. This is absolutely hands down one of my favorite cars. This is a brand new BMW X5M. This is getting a full paint protection wrap. Then we're gonna ceramic coat over top of that, pull the wheels off through the inside barrel of the wheels, the brake calipers, all the glass, plastics, everything to be protected so this guy can get this down on the highway and totally enjoy this car with peace of mind. We got the Audi S5. This is waiting to go to paint. Corey's gonna paint the back bumper and then we're gonna get it back in here to start the full wrap on that. This is another one. I love this color on these, on anything actually, but this is a brand new Super Duty that came in for a full front end paint protection film. Cover him so he doesn't have to worry about rock chips beating up that front end. Then beside the Super Duty is going to be a brand new Lexus. This customer came in, we're doing full paint protection wrap on this whole entire thing. This SUV is really nice as well. And then we're gonna button that up with some ceramic coat, and we're also tinting all the glass on it to keep it nice and cool inside. Coming around to the front, we got the Z06 we just did the full paint protection wrap and coating on. This is actually waiting. The customer's from Baltimore, so he's gonna wait for us to do the 2-week maintenance wash on it, and then he's gonna come pick it up. And then beside it, another one of my favorite cars, this brand new Ferrari F8. This has a full paint protection wrap on it. We're gonna ceramic coat it, take the wheels off, do the inside barrel of the wheels, the brake calipers, make it easier to clean, especially with those spokes like that. And it'll be good to go back to the customer next week. Then behind me, we got the rolls. They're actually finished up with the wrap. Caleb just got done doing all the ceramic on it, pulled the wheels on it, and everything is curing right now. That is good to go. The customer's picking that up tomorrow. On the surgical table right now is this Z06 Corvette. This one's getting the works as well. It's getting a 10 mil full paint protection wrap along with an 8-year ceramic coating. He got the ceramic tint on it as well. I really, really like the C8 in this color package. This thing just looks great. I don't know if it's because we don't see them a lot or what, but I really like it in the gray. Then talking about cool paint, we have this Cadillac XT6 in here. This was here last week for some paint protection film on the rockers, and then the customer wanted to get it back in here for a ceramic coat, so they just finished the ceramic coat on that. That's curing and waiting to go back to the customer as well. Then if you want your big black on black SUV to look this clean, you want a ceramic coating. This customer just got this car. Noticed some scratches going on with it and how hard it was to clean it. Got it in here. We polished all the paint and scratches out of it. Just ceramic coated everything. That one is curing and waiting to go back to the customer as well. Then behind it is this Acura TLX. This customer actually had a coating done 2 years ago. And during a maintenance wash last week, we noticed some water spots on the paint that we don't like. And one thing we definitely do is stand behind our work. So we had to bring it in here this week. We polished all the paint, got all those water spots out of it, and actually recoated the whole entire thing for the customer for free, just to keep that warranty good and making it look good as well. We got this 2008 Mazda we got to get in here for tint. We're doing full ceramic all the way around, 5% as well, so total privacy, and it's gonna keep it cooler inside. Then last but not least, let's not forget about this big bad red truck. This is our good friend Ed Barbish's truck. This just got the tint done on it, and now we're gonna do a full stage paint correction on it. I hit a couple panels just to see how it would clean up. We're gonna start that project actually today and hopefully finish it up next week. Let's send it down to my boy Austin in Gibsonia to see how it's going.
Welcome to Gibsonia, everybody. I'm gonna be filling in for Luke today because he just welcomed a new member of his family. So everybody share some love for Luke down in the comments. But we're gonna go over what we have in the shop this week. Starting off back here, we have this 24 BMW M440. This is a nice deep red color. We just did a hood and bumper on it. We just finished that up right now and it's gonna head over to Mark to get a full correction and coating, and then it'll be out of here sometime later this week. Over here we have a Porsche Cayenne for our friends at Swickley. This one's in for the full front, so full fenders, full hood, bumper and mirrors. We're gonna get to that later today, and then it's gonna head over to Mark for a correction and coating, and they'll be picking that up later this week as well. Over in the tint bay, we have Cole smashing out some cars. This Toyota is here for a full 5% XR, so it's gonna be really dark. You get a lot of heat rejection with it, and then right next to it is an Audi SQ7. This is getting XR fronts. It looks like 20%, so this is done and ready to go. We're also slapping on black badges and replacing the chrome ones. Over here we have Mark doing his thing. This BMW M340 is here for an annual, and Mark's going to coat the wheels on it. Looks like the annual's already done, so he's just gonna do his thing and get this thing out of here. We have a car for a good customer of ours. This is a GT3 RS, and it's here for windshield protection film. So Expel just announced a new product, their windshield protection film. We're gonna test it out, see if we like it or not, see if it's something that we're willing to offer to you guys, and if it is, then everybody that's been waiting in line to get theirs done can send us some calls and we'll get them done. Mark also welcomed a new member to his family, this Thunderbird. He's gonna correct it, make it look good, and then he's gonna sell it a week later. Coming up front, we have a older 911. I think this is somewhere around an 06. This is just in here for an annual. Looks like that's all wrapped up and it's sitting up here in our showroom waiting to be picked up. But it's a good showpiece. It's a nice red, so we're just gonna let it sit here until it gets picked up. Last but not least, outside we have a Chevy Silverado High Country. This is a 24. It's here for the whole deal. So it looks like it already got its 20% fronts on it. It's gonna come to PPF to get a track package plus bedsides. So a whole lot of coverage. He's gonna be protected against pretty much anything down low, and people brushing up against the sides of the bed. It's gonna be fully protected there. And then once we're done with it, Mark is also gonna get it for a coating, and that will be picking up later this week. That's all we have going on in Gibsonia. We'll see you next week.
That's all we got this week. Stay tuned for next week. Hit that like button, and we'll see you then.